Hey, I'm Will Wheaton, and I have just received a dump truck full of gold bullion to tell you to watch the Scene Snobs.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
It's Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night.
Welcome back to Camp Snob-a-lot, everybody. Going all summer long. How are you today, Casey?
I'm marvelous. How are you today, Mick?
I'm fantastic. Guys, as you know, we are your hosts, Mick and the Madman. We're back again with another Scene Snobs episode. We appreciate you joining us. You know, whether you are watching live or you're watching later or you're listening to us on all of the podcast platforms we're on. We would just like to say, please like, subscribe, rate, review. Let us know what you think. Join the Discord, join the Patreon, buy some merch, whatever.
However you're coming to us, we're happy to be coming to you. It's a pleasure that you decided to join us this evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is for you. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day, as we're happy to bring you something for a part of your day.
100%. And you know what? I'm very excited. We just showed the clip of our new buddy, Will Wheaton.
Yes.
Giving us a promo. We got to sit down with the man last Friday and talk to him. And that episode will be out tomorrow. You can watch it on our YouTube channel, or you can sit there and listen to it again on all podcast platforms. So make sure you check it out.
Please make sure that when you check us out, that you rate and review us. Make us feel great about ourselves and give us 5 stars, because we want to make you feel great too.
I feel like we've earned that 5th star.
Well, you know what? Only if you believe we have.
I feel like I've killed enough bears to earn a 5-star rating.
Have you, though? Have you really thinned the herd, as it were? I feel like you got more traveling in you, buddy.
I feel like there's an unhealthy obsession now. Like, I'll be sitting at my dinner table, staring outside the glass doors into the woods behind me, just like, bring it.
Just wait for
show
bears.
Up. Just come down.
Bears. Bring them bears.
I'm gonna knock you bears out.
Bang zoom right to the moon.
Damn right. Well, guys, listen, thanks again for joining us. And we got Sturdy here, Tickle Tuesday. It is Tickle Tuesday.
Sturdy, who did a fantastic job earlier. If you guys aren't aware, he has an 8 p.m. time slot that he crushes it in every Tuesday night.
He absolutely does. And he's back again on Thursday nights as well. So make sure you check him out. And he's got other shows as well. It's on Saturday. The guy's everywhere.
He's nonstop.
If you saw how many shows the guy has, you would be like, he must be in the Scene Snobs.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, no one does more shows than us.
I don't know. There's a few that do shows, but like, and I'm not knocking any of their shows. I'm just saying we put our heart and souls into them, and we try to make some quality. So hopefully we do that for you. Hey, guys. Mike McGlynn here. What's going on? Producer
Mike McGlynn in the house. What up, buddy? Who actually is going to be one of our we're going to be in a movie along with Mike McGlynn coming up soon, being shot on the 10th.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And I don't want to give too much information away until it's all said and done, but it's going to be a fun one.
It's going to be exciting.
We should all send Mick Teddy Bear. Do not do that. I have an overabundance of stuffed animals in my home.
Awkwardly true.
It's true. Thank you guys so much. I have a Deadpool bear somewhere. I might have packed them. I'm packing. If you see, I'm starting to take things down.
How does it feel? Like you have shelves empty. It's weird. It's got to feel like, is there an emptiness, a void, dare I say, within you?
It's weird. Like my coffee mugs are all gone, and the stand is upstairs now. So I'm it's getting there. And originally it was to move to a new room.
Right.
And it may be more. I'm gonna leave that closed. I may be moving somewhere else.
To a new house? Like, what does that mean? Like, that's so open-ended. Like, I now have a shack. It's my nerd shack. Hey, you want to come over and check out my nerd shack? I don't know.
Just saying. That bear shack better have good internet.
Oh my lord. It's like Sean Connery trying to be really uncomfortable. Like, hello, would you like to check out my nerd shack? Like
Just
it's
follow me into the woods.
Shay, have you ever hung out and shot some balls in a shack? Like it's not great. The connotation changes.
Well, it was funny you actually mentioned that, because I was talking with my wife, and now I am in no way, shape, or form building myself up to be anything other than the lush that I am. But I think Casey can attest that I was when I was single, I was fairly easy to get along with the ladies.
Oh, that's a really nice way to stay lascivious. But yeah, no,
I wasn't lascivious. I wouldn't say that,
bro.
And listen.
No, that's a lie. I was lascivious.
I was very sweet, very kind, but I was not a relationship guy. I just wasn't into the idea, so I dated a lot,
substantially.
And I have utmost respect for everyone that I've ever dated. Yep. Now, the reason I bring this up is because it's always a bad move for me. It's like,
I mean, the moment you have to quantify whatever it's about to be, it's going to be gold.
No, my wife and I were talking about, there are so many signs with all of these women where it should have been like, this dude's a loser, including her. But I don't know what it is about me. No one ever feels that way. Like I dated my wife. We were 1 month into dating.
Okay.
And my car was repossessed.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I took your car.
Yeah. Yep. You got Daphne.
And Daphne, for all due respect to Daphne and her long life, when I got her, was not a good car.
Hey, Daphne was functionally viable. That 1991 Nissan Pathfinder. That 1991 Nissan Pathfinder, I tell you what, brother, that was one of the most serviceable vehicles that you could ever imagine going 25 miles under the speed limit in.
But and it was so dangerous all the time with that car. But regardless, that's a month into dating my wife. We're married 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, going on 8 years this year. Think about that. Think about that from the perspective of a woman. You're dating a guy. It's been a month. His car gets repossessed at your house.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
And
at
you
her
still
house?
yeah. And you still it was surrendered, repossessed. Like I surrendered it.
Right.
I just didn't want it.
You got me.
I was done. But I was like, but think about that. Like that should be for anyone. Now here's the next thing. We're going to get into it.
Well, some people can get by on their looks, Mick. All right. So clearly you're proving the point that you're truly functionally capable of getting by on your good looks. Some of us have had to build a horrible personality. So I've just built 7. And one of them will work eventually.
I think Sturdy pegged it.
Well, he's very clearly aware of the massive dong alert that should always preempt any conversation of, I don't know why women like me.
Dude, do you remember my old house that you lived in after me?
I'm well aware of it.
Yeah. You lived in the apartment.
Yes, I did.
I lived in this, like, it was like a communal type house. It was just like, I don't want to say transients, but
you were transients. It was cool, man. We
somewhere, but I lived in the room. But it was like a community type house. The landlord rented it out to, like, some guys are truckers, some guys, this, that, and they needed a place to kind of keep their stuff. And I had a room there. It was a revolving door when I was dating, and it was like, none of this should work for any of you, and I don't know why it does. I don't know what about me. Like I would literally think to myself, like, why are you here? This is not good. Like,
because of the mystery you create and your huge dong. Like that's all you need to know. You create enough of a mystery about you, a mystique, if you will. Like, who could this masterful, magical man be, and yet live so small and simply? Like a man who wants for naught and wants for me? Maybe.
I don't know what it was, man. I really don't. I don't know. I appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah, well, of course you should.
I don't know that I agree with you at all.
Maybe they were hoping you were Dr. Samuel Beckett just passing through. What they really wanted. They're like, this is the guy who's going to help me fix my life problem because he's only here for a short period of time and we'll all fix each other's problems.
But it was weird because like a lot of these women wanted me to be with them, like to marry them and start a life with them.
Yeah.
And I was always like, that's just not me. I'm not really into that world.
That absolutely was not you.
No, I was not into that world. And I was like, I don't really want this. But they all stuck around. I'm like, why? I was like, I don't do anything of value.
I'm really glad you're asking these philosophical questions 8 years into your marriage.
Well, now I get it. I've turned a corner. Not much of one. It's like kind of more of a roundabout.
Is it the corner where you're still? Well, it's your hubris. Obviously, once they get to meet your humility, they go, well, shit, he's the most humble man I've ever met. How could I not want to be with him?
But even you worked at the bars I used to hang out in. You know, I never bought a woman a drink.
No, you had a weird rule about that, which I came to respect later in life.
Well, the rule was if I have to buy you a drink for you to be interested, then I'm not interested.
Well, and that's why I bought a lot of drinks.
But I remember how like angry women would get that I refuse to buy them drinks. Like they would be like, well, are you going to buy me a drink or what? And I would say no, and I'd leave.
I've seen it. I can attest.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And then they would just follow me around.
Well, because you create the mystery.
What
and
mystery?
They're like, what does
drink.
This person have? If they're treating me terribly, they must be phenomenal. What do they have?
Well, you know what it was? I think they would also get mad because there were women that I was friends with there that I would buy drinks, just like I would buy my guy friends drinks. Mm-hmm. And that was I'm not trying to sleep with this person. This is my friend. I want to buy them a drink.
I'm pretty sure you were always trying to sleep with me.
You? Absolutely.
100%.
That's why we lived together until you were like, dude, it's just too much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously I was like, I stayed on the bathroom floor for you and nothing. I felt a little repelled.
No, bullshit. You've already offended me by telling me that I'm not attractive to you. So shut your mouth.
Not in a negative way, just in a factual way. I'm so angry
about that.
Bro, it's just a factual thing. It's like Spock saying that he didn't think that tasted good. It's just a fact. It's not like it means anything, bro. I find you to be an incredibly wonderful man, and I'll always pitch you and be by your side, brother. The same token, I don't want to smooch your face in any way, shape, or form.
But there's plenty of others that did, and I don't. It. Like my wife, that was love at first sight for both of us, I think. But
you hope.
I hope for me anyway. See how I went right back around? I was like, no, only me. You're right. I was like love at first sight, and I actually was like, all right, I got to get my shit together.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there were still red flags, and she stayed with me. But,
bro, you were walking red flags back in those days. We had conversations about it when I was living at that completely other place in Reston before I even moved to that house.
I want to point it out, though. It was not like unsafe red flags.
It was the red flags of why didn't this guy have a car? And what is this guy? Why is this guy?
I always had a car.
Well, yeah, no, that's fair. You were also awkwardly aggressive to people, but we all hugged you over it. Like, that was fun. I don't know if you remember that.
What?
When you would drink, you'd be awkwardly aggressive.
Like what?
Well, because you're a sweetheart, but when you come up to people with your hug, it's the softest, sweetest hug you've ever had, but you're a large man.
That's true.
It's awkwardly aggressive to people when you're hammered, staggering at someone. Imagine that, bro. That's a lot of shit to handle.
Remember when I used to pick up both my brothers and just carry them around with me, and I'm like, I love you guys.
I did see that once, and I'm pretty sure one of them didn't talk to you for a little bit after that.
And I love that Ron's like, Mick had the I really don't need you vibe. But here's the thing. It wasn't just, it was a vibe because it was true.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't interested. I just wasn't.
No, not in the
And
slightest.
maybe it did. And also,
Man, I walk around with longing, and I still am empty. So I think we're seeing the effects there. You
think
won. You were right.
I think you just need to walk in and just tell them, no, I'm not going to buy you a drink. Leave me alone.
So going up and espousing myself to someone and talking about how pretty I think they are doesn't work?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
And buying like lots of drinks?
I didn't like games.
Did you ever try crying?
Sometimes.
Different reason though.
I stubbed my paw.
My mitt hurt.
That is true, Sturdy. I wasn't really playing a game. Like it wasn't the numbers game for me. Like, oh, I'm gonna go out and get a chick tonight. Like I just like I'm a simple guy. I'm very simple. I'm like, you could call me a dullard. Like that's how simple I am.
I mean, you could, but I do. So
True.
Everyone else decide after that.
I like what I like, which is generally like I'm like the Joker, but with less destructive means. Like I don't need a lot of money because the things I like are cheap. You know, pops. You know,
not all of them. Nope. Not all your pops are cheap. Carry on.
No, my pops are worth some, but I get them cheap. You know, so like I'm pretty like, you know, I like doing this, you know, I go out with friends, I play board games, like I'm in
movies. It's a simple life.
I'm a very simple guy who likes to do simple things. And when you start entering in this, like when I've dated women who are just like, I want to go to Europe and we should take a trip. And I'm like, this has been fun, but I'm good.
See, and that's the great part of you and I is I'm on the other part of the spectrum where I'm like, you know, it'd be a lot cooler. Not just Europe. Let's do 15 countries in fucking 10 days. Let's do it. Let's see everything and all historical. I want to see the beginnings. I want to see the structure that started society backwards.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I can't do that shit. And that same thing I tell my wife. I'll go to Europe if my wife wants to go because it's my wife. Nobody else, though. Sorry. Here's the thing. Europe was built at a time when people my size didn't exist.
Yeah, fair.
So everything is not made for me.
You're the giant. That's the best part. All right. So when I went to Germany, walking through one of those castles, all the doorways are like 5 foot tall. So at that awkward stage of, I don't even know what age I was. No, it was closer to like 4.5 feet. It was short as shit. So like I have to duck everywhere. And it's like, wow, this is uncomfortable. And I'm watching my stepmom like cruise through doors. I'm like, you're the average height back then.
And my shoulders walking straight into a door wouldn't work.
Can't.
But walking in sideways doesn't work too well either.
Well, no, you can't go through certain areas.
It's literally, if I go to any other country, it's Godzilla attacking. Let me in.
Well, yeah, but that's part of the joy of it. That's why I want to take you to other countries. Why wouldn't we do this?
That's true. We should do it for that reason.
Let's
I like
how
Sturdy's like beer.
Where are we most popular?
In bed.
Where are we most popular? Let's find out where we're most popular and do a show there.
Singapore.
Then let's go to Singapore.
Well, I mean America first, but Singapore is like number 2.
Then let's.
I don't know why we are oddly popular in Singapore, but I love you, Singapore, and we'd be happy to come and do a show.
Heck yeah!
And we wouldn't mess anything up because I'm not getting caned.
Well, no, he's just gonna walk. It doesn't like it's not like he has to do anything. He's just gonna walk.
Listen, I'm telling you, I think Singapore would accept me well, and like I feel like I'd fit there because it's all new stuff.
Bro, I'm pretty sure you'd be engaged like Charlton Heston there. It'd be awesome.
I would love it. Ron says CRP's longing vibe may not be seductive, but it can find you all kinds of pity, which occasionally scores.
Hey, look, Ron, I am a long-time standing man as a bartender, as 10 years in a service industry that has served me well. I will tell you that I am not above pity.
Fair enough. Simple isn't the word I'd use, but I'd agree.
Fred, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Fred?
We got Fred, Ron, and Paul. Man, Sturdy. This is a beautiful evening, man. I love it.
Paul's like, do Ireland for St. Pat. They don't want us.
No, God, no.
They don't want us there.
Imagine the Scene Snobs show up to go back. Like, because I mean, I have great fifth great grandpa Patrick Condon, who came over in 1861. So from Limerick, bro, I got a connection. Now, they might be weird and probably drunk.
I mean, listen, fuck, my family's probably drunk right now. But
I mean, valid, yeah.
Casey can attest to this. I don't even drink anymore. Occasionally I'll have a drink.
Yeah, you've become a real good teetotaler, which I have as well. Although recently, beers after work are not bad.
No,
I'm going more German.
I like that, like a Friday night beer or something, and then that's it. But like my big thing is
Friday night.
Friday or Saturday.
Friday or Tuesday, whatever.
But that's my life, man. I can do whatever I want. My whole life is, well, not Tuesdays. Tuesdays are work days. And tomorrow we're way too busy. We have two things to record tomorrow.
So much things going on tomorrow.
There's so much happening.
So much other things.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, Kathleen is here too. I love you, Kathleen. Kathleen?'s amazing. She was in there. Kathleen? Sorry, I do not want to lose my friend Kathleen.
No. Kathleen, how you doing? No, but like here's the thing. I am quirky though. Like everybody's like saying like
wait a minute. You're calling yourself quirky? Are you fucking kidding me right now? If anyone's quirky, I'm quirky. You don't have quirks. You have jerseyness.
No, I have quirks. I don't love being around drunk people. It drives me up a wall. Only because I don't like. Okay, so here's one of my quirks. I don't like when people repeat things over and over again.
That's not a quirk. That's something you don't like.
That's it. But it's an odd. Like even my kids. Like when my son asked me the same question like 5 times, I'm like, I cannot. You have to stop. I can't listen to this anymore.
Well, I'm the same way because like I had a dad who would be like, I don't want to repeat myself. And it's a weird thing that I caught myself saying, and you notice this from work. I'm sure you remember, I don't like to repeat myself. If I've said it and you were supposed to be engaged with me, I don't mind if I just walk up and I'm like, hey, man, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what'd you say? Oh, well, no problem, blah, 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 blah. But it's when we're engaged in conversation, looking at each other, and I say something, and then they're like, what? And I'm like,
yeah. No.
Why didn't you hear me? Like, yeah, no, it's annoying. So that's the quirk.
It is. Well, I mean, like my quirk is like when drunk people are like in my ear, like I get annoyed. But there's plenty of others that are way more quirky. Like beer and wings gets Mick in bed. Here's the thing. I hate eating in bed. I don't like it even around me.
I am happy. My bed is a place of everything. I treat my bed much like a Roman palatial mansion. Like my bed is more of a suggestion. It's just a place to lay and do whatever the fuck you were going to do. Could you eat wings there? Sure. Could you watch TV there? Absolutely. Could you be entertained there from cunnilingus while eating wings and watching a movie? Yes. That's why I like the openness of my bed.
Yeah, I know. Your bed is a disaster.
It's a nightmare hell.
It's for me. It is but just for me, because like I have quirks. Like I can't have certain things, and it's funny we didn't even get into the quirky side of it, but or this wasn't even a topic. But fuck it, let's go all in.
Well, welcome to the Scene Snobs.
I think Casey, I don't like to be inconvenienced.
Yeah, well, that is clear as shit.
100%.
I can tell you that is the greatest wrap-up line of who you are as a human being. God forbid anyone who inconveniences McManhattan. It's a bad day for you.
I hate being inconvenienced. And it gets down to even the if you put my shoes in my walking path.
I'm aware.
I'm like, yep. Like, I'm just mad at you.
It changes your mood to an inconceivable level that's like, why? Like, Jesus Christ, princess, why don't you calm the fuck down? Get the pee out of your bed.
Look at how mad he's getting.
Get over yourself.
This is Madman reaching the mad status because he hates this. And it's not even against you most of all. Like, there are plenty of people who should want to stab me in the neck for just not wanting to be inconvenienced. Like, I like what I like where I like it.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know what it is.
No, you know exactly what it is. It's yourness. It's all about the youristness. And we
I
all
feel
do
like
it.
I've gotten better over the years.
No, Mick, this is not an indictment on you, bro. I have my youristness. I have things that I am adamant about must be done a certain way. Like, look, I'm not the cleanest human being. I have clutter everywhere. But you're goddamn right, my bathrooms and my kitchen better stay clean. Like any place, I got weird things. We all have weird things.
Well, that's the thing, though. When I say inconvenience, if I go to your house and you have shit everywhere, let's say, I'm not inconvenienced by you. I'm not mad that you have it that way. That's your space.
Yeah.
My inconvenience is where I am, my domicile. Like, if something's out of place there, somebody like moves something off my table, like, this is my shit. You leave it alone because I'm going to come back to it. And listen, my kids, my wife, everybody, like, I've become way more understanding because I used to just be like, where is it? Where is my thing?
Okay, I have to say this. When you guys first moved in that old house, you were hilarious about your end table and your chairs. Like, you were such a hardliner about that. I was like, who is this guy? Like, I had known you for almost 40 years at that point, and I did not recognize the person you became about your things in your way. It was very weird. I was not aware of it.
But I always kept it at home. That was the thing. Or like if we were at the bar and like a drunk guy was just like annoying me, it's like I'm being inconvenienced, and that's when I get really mad about that. But listen, at my home, and it never had to never had to be a bother. It was never a bother for anybody because it was my home.
Right.
If somebody's, and I, just did my own thing, whoever happened to come over, follow my rules.
Well, because at that point you're sharing. And I think that's the toughest part of early relationships. And I think that's why the first year of marriage is traditionally the hardest and most difficult, because you are really taking stock in, I am with this person. This is what I'm in for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is, in that first year, you are itemizing. That is a goddamn list you are putting together of all the things. And that's both ways. Because you're two different people who have habitated separately. Now you have to cohabitate, and the co part is real fucking hard. And no one wants to admit that. And that's okay. But it was hilarious. You and I went from bros to cohabitating to being like, maybe we're not bros. And then when we came back, it's like, we absolutely are bros. And it was
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those moments where it's like, but you have to have that perspective of the lens. You have to see it from, I get what you went through in those couple months. I see it. I get it. I know it.
Absolutely.
So you have to give that to your bro. And you have to understand. And this is when I say bro, I have many women who are bros as well. I'll call them sisses if it makes everyone happy. You're my sis. You are my sister. And I fucking love and appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh, not me.
No, that was Amanda. But I mean, you too, Mick. You're there.
Well, that's the thing. And I feel like I've become a lot better about it. I'm just kind of like, all right, not you, Sturdy. Not, we love you, Sturdy.
We got Paul giving love here.
I still haven't taken a
no shit. Ron, are you serious? That's insane.
I won't do that either.
23 years of no shit.
I won't do that. Yeah, it's fair. I won't do that either. I close the door over and my wife will go to come in and she's like, we're married. And I'm like, just let me have this.
Oh, the only time I ever tell a partner no is when I'm like, look, this is brutal. Most of the time I'll leave the door open. We can converse. Shit, we can talk about some funny article we read, whatever. I don't care. But there are times if I'm closing the door and kicking the fan on, things are happening. There is a life movement that you don't need to be a part of. Not that you're not a part of it, just not right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I don't know. It comes down to a lot too. When it's, and I don't want to go back into the inconvenience thing. Cause again, it's not so much, I say inconvenience, but when I come home, I like my basket where I put my stuff, my keys, my wallet stuff, leave it there because when I go to leave, I want to know it's there.
So you don't lose it. It's peace of mind. I'm with you.
Oh yeah, I want my shoes in a certain spot when I come home. Like I take them off now. But like when my wife was doing the cookies, she didn't want any clutter in the kitchen because it's clean.
Yeah.
This is customers getting food, so nothing. Like
I
everything
was
was
privy to
off.
that, man, and it made perfect sense.
So I respected that. I respected that aspect of it, and I was like, okay, I will change that. I will reconvenience myself somewhere else. And then the kids would like let me tell you something. When the kids flip my shoes over because they like just throw their stuff in the corner, my head is exploding thinking about it right now. Like there's a black hole.
We all got to experience that moment of just fully being pulled in that gravitational rotation and uncomfortably flung out elsewhere. And welcome to Mercury.
Dude, how bad am I when it's hot outside?
No, you're terrible. You're actually, I don't like being around you if it's going to be uncomfortably hot. I'm not going to lie. That's a legit thing. If you're like, hey, come over and hang out. And I'm like, what's the humidity? Because if it's not under 65%, I'm not over.
I don't blame you. That's why I don't go out.
Because you won't stay out. You don't go outside. You're like, I'm uncomfortable. It's over. It's like
as soon as I start sweating, I'm like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. I hate it. And I'm like, it's so bad too. People get so annoyed with me because I'm just miserable at that point. But
I mean, I've been there. I've seen you do it, which is why I don't invite you to anything ever that will be outside and or concert related or venue related, because nah.
Well, I've actually started getting better about it.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You're still a grumpy dude who gets gnarly and all fucking upset when you have to go be around other people.
That's because the things you invite me to are like fun, and I'm not interested.
You don't like fun. No, I understand.
No, you know what it is? It comes down to like I will start going to like campfire or something, like bonfire or something, and sit around and just chill out. Yeah. So if it's a little hot out, I can deal with it. Or like if it's just going to chill, like on the porch, have a few beers with a friend or something like that. Things like that I've started spanning out where it's like, okay,
well, you're always welcome here, so I'd be happy for you to actually come over.
I'll come over. I will come over. You're the one that works 900 hours a week. You are the busiest man I know in a good way. You love it. So like, I'm not faulting you, but you're always actually, we were driving home the other day from the possible destination we may move to. Again, will remain a secret.
Ooh, I love secrets. Oh, the secrets.
Not from
secrets,
you.
Precious, the secrets.
I'll tell you off the show.
Well, yeah, of course. No, don't give your address. That'd be weird. I mean,
no, yeah.
Like, who wants to hang out for a party? Come to blah, 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 blah. Like, what?
I have the same issue, Mick, only mine is being around my mother-in-law.
Of course he does. God, Ron Lippett, just one of the prettiest smiles I know.
I love Paul going here. He's like, guess I need to postpone the wedding.
Do not.
Don't.
No, you don't.
And then he does the little eye.
Well, the eyes, viable.
Actually, Paul is getting married very soon.
Dude, Paul's like days away, man. He's, weeks away.
Yeah, a few weeks. A couple maybe. It's coming soon.
I'm sure fast. Sam is freaking the fuck out.
I still need to. I'll do that next week. I'm like so behind on everything. I gotta send him his gift.
Oh yeah, I know. I still gotta gift it up.
I'm so mad. I wanted to go to Iowa.
Yeah.
Iowa. I mean Ohio too, but
Iowa. It's a combination. They're like the same but different.
There's O's in it. There's an I.
Well, there's a lake in Iowa. All of our friends in Ohio apparently live in like some weird city structures.
Well, my favorite thing was when Paul was sending us pictures when he was in Iowa last time when he proposed to Sam. My favorite thing was like it was like at a giant lake, and I was like, they have those in Iowa. There's no reason to not believe that there's a lake in Iowa at all, but I just for some reason I imagine just a desert wasteland.
Well, I mean, it's like basically just a river plain and then plain. So like it doesn't go anywhere. It's like those weird things. They're not really lakes. They're puddles that got out of control.
Yeah,
They
that's fair.
just kind of.
There's
they
a
just-
boat on that one in the picture, though.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, but Lake Mead, on the other hand, holy crap! Talking about something falling apart. It's amazing.
Mick keeping his air conditioner at Penguin House level. Yes,
Valid.
100% yes.
Valid.
Paul says 29 days, y'all. 29 days, buddy. And we're celebrating every. Oh man, we should do an special episode that's a bachelor party for him. Did I just invent something?
Yeah. We're gonna have a virtual bachelor party with Paul.
Virtual bachelor party. I love it.
Oh, dude, we can totally watch a movie together. That's virtual bachelor party. We watch a movie together and just rip one of our favorites apart. Let's say Return of the Living Dead.
No.
The
I just
Thing.
want to drive you nuts because I know you love them.
The Thing. We could do The Thing.
No, let's do bachelor party.
Oh my gosh. All right. In honor of Paul, I think we should absolutely do bachelor party. I agree with Mick. We are in agreement, which means we can do whatever we want and it doesn't matter what you say. But if you think we should do bachelor party in honor of Paul, let us know on our Discord or here in the comments.
No, go to the Discord. Just go do it there because we need more people in the Discord.
Well, I mean, but Discord is where we all actually talk. But everywhere else, you can still comment.
There's actually a marathon of Monster Visions that Dan is putting on live right now on the Discord. Yeah, you can go and he's just marathoning it. Yeah. So go to the Discord.
I know what I'm doing after this.
Yeah. Paul, there's still time to fix this. I don't know you, but there's still hope.
I don't want to hear that, Ron. Your wife is stunning and apparently awesome. So you're not allowed to say things like that.
Yes, but I feel like it comes from with Ron. It comes from this. He's much funnier than we are.
Oh, well, I mean, clearly.
Yeah, my grandparents were from Iowa. They were irritable people who slept in different rooms.
Everyone go check out Ron Lippett. He's way funnier than us. Just way cooler. Crossing the streams. You can find him elsewhere. He's awesome.
Here's the thing. I imagine that everybody in Iowa lives in a shanty made of shiplap.
But we do.
We don't live in Iowa.
Okay, so every time I see like the pictures of the A-bomb just wiping out a town and just destroying all of those little shanties and shacks, I assume that's what I was made of.
That's what, exactly 100%. That's what I thought too.
Was I wrong?
I don't know. I've never been to Iowa.
Same.
Well, Iowa is Field of Dreams, so I gotta imagine there's corn.
Is it?
Yeah. It's yeah, and they
Yeah,
filmed
it
it
is.
there.
Son of a bitch.
So, but a lake? No way. No way.
Like, look, you can have a baseball field, sure, but a water reservoir? Go fuck yourself. No chance. No fucking way in Mick Manhattan's world.
I don't believe your lake exists.
That's fucking lies. You take your simplistic bullshit out of here. Ron's in.
Yep, Ron's in for the bachelor party.
And not to mention, we've done enough Tom Hanks talking without Tom Hanks doing. So let's Tom Hanks do. I think we should Tom Hanks do. That's what we're doing. We're Paul Dunning, Tom Hanks.
Done and done.
Boom. The done and done celebration. Holy shit, it works even better.
You done, son.
You done, son. You done, kid. And that way straight to Sam. You done, kid.
Your partying days are over. This is going to be a bachelor party 2020 could only dream of.
It's going to be way more partying. And unfortunately, you're not ready for it.
You know what? You're not allowed to talk. You're terrible at planning bachelor parties. You didn't even show up to mine. You were busy at work, and I'll give you that. I will give your excuse out because it was a valid one. But you didn't even come. And Billy came, and he stood there with me for 5 minutes and then said, I have to go home. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Shall we go into the best man speech? How far do you want to go tonight?
No, I'm not ripping you apart. I'm just saying, like, nobody showed up for my bachelor party. So it was lame.
It's all right. I mean, we could have a bachelor party for you. We could make this the joint Paul Dunn retroactive Mick Manhattan bachelor party.
No Mick
Watching
Manhattan
bachelor party on a night for a bachelor party.
Should that be the plot roast for that week?
Yeah.
I think it needs to be. My grandpa was from Muscatine, which I think was Navajo for short asshole.
Yeah, it sounds about right. The direct translation, though. I mean, it's always murky. You never know.
I heard it in, what was that movie? The Last of the Mohicans.
That's really good. There were 3 of them, and they were in Connecticut. Well, upstate New York, Algonquin, actually.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. They have the whole like waterfall up there, which is really cool. I got to see that.
Nice. Well, I know in New Jersey, the Lenape Indians, as they were called back then,
were turned into scrapyards.
Shut the fuck up, man. Not everything in Jersey is a scrapyard.
50-50, bro. It's 50-50.
No, there's beautiful places in New Jersey. You saw the bad place.
All the bad places. It wasn't one.
It was like
it was not one bad place.
It was like a series of bad places
that just compiled upon each other every mile marker.
You're not wrong. That's the problem. Steve is here. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Steve.
Paul says the Hangover is definitely on the list as well because that's an accurate depiction of my groomsmen and I. They leave you on the rooftops. They're terrible. That's not like I would rather Casey work during my bachelor party than leave me on a rooftop.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. I'm actually the antithesis of all of them, which is why the Hangover fucked me up because I'm the guy who was like, I'm still shit faced and everyone gets home safe. Like I've got a thing. I have a line. I'm like, I have to be aware of everyone. That's why I'm terrible to bring to a party where you're like, he's going to be a lot of fun and be crazy and fun and wacky. And it's like, I am until you get lost. And then I become the fucking hunter.
And then everybody says that about me and I just don't go.
Yeah.
I just don't show up. It's like, man, we were really hoping Mick would come. Really? Like,
surprise.
Have you not met him? No, I'm good. My party, listen, I really feel like I've grown into my age. I'm like kind of done. Not done with life.
Because you've been done with concerts for like 15 years, bro. You've been saying this since I met you that you're like, I don't need to do all that. I've already done it all. And it's like, no one's done it all.
I've done a lot.
No one's done it all.
I used to be at a certain point. I was I'm going to say yes to every experience.
Right.
And then it gets to a point where you're just like, my knees don't work like they used to. I'm going to stop saying yes to these things. And then I'll keep saying yes. And then I got a hangover for the first time. And I was like, I'm in my 30s now. I can't mess around.
Oh, the hangover fucked you up, man. The hangover really turned you off to a lot of things real fast.
Dude, it was no lie. And man, I wish I gotta get Joe or like Andrew on here and talk, or even Connor, and just be like, how many beers could I polish in a night in college? It was like 45 beers a night.
Yeah,
no
problem. Buddy, life happens. Things change.
I get up and go to school
the next day. Doesn't mean the experience of life is done. You can't quit. You got to keep going. No. Man.
I'm not quitting life. I'm just quitting the bullshit. Like,
yeah, but buddy, your line of bullshit is really aggressive.
It really is.
Really
it hardcore is. Like, it's, again, I don't like to be inconvenienced. Like, back in the day, I didn't mind being inconvenienced. It was like, all right, I'll put myself out there just to have the experience. Now it's like, nah, I'm good.
I'll never quit inconvenience because inconvenience has given me so many awesome stories and experiences.
Yeah, but I have those. I'm good.
No, man. Keep building. Like that one was cool, but there could be one better around the corner.
No, we do that. But I do that on a different level now.
I mean, fair. Yes.
I'm not a frat boy. I'm doing it on a different level. Now when I hang out with celebrities, there's no Coke in the bathroom.
Well, there's still Coke in the bathroom. I'm just not in the bathroom this time.
Well, I wasn't in the bathroom then, but there was a lot of coke in there.
Oh, I still was always in the bathroom. I was a big fan of the bathrooms.
But like, it's not like, hey, we're all going out, we're gonna get crazy, this, that, or the other thing. It's like, no, man, like, let's just hang out. I'll make some s'mores. We'll talk. It will be fun. You know, I like what I do. Like, I like my life now. I like hanging out with my kids, go and play with them. I like seeing the friends that I have. I limit that number because God knows, like, they're starting to like kind of go off, like die. So it's like, all right, I'm getting old.
That's okay. So here's a weird thing. As people have started to pass on, as we're reaching that age, and this really came through with a lot of recent Norm Macdonald, Bob Saget. You know I have definitely felt my own mortality. I'm curious as to how do you feel about that? Because having now dealt with that, having dealt with people who I considered kind of growing up with, those were the people who brought me into the person I am today. Even in later teen years, like people you attach yourself to. It's wild to now realize that everyone who passes now means more. And it's harder. There's more built up in that. Now, I was lucky enough to deal with almost every one of my grandparents passing in my teen years. So dealing with loss is just like a thing. But now that we're dealing with people who we've idolized, who we've revered in these eras, in these times, as this culture, it's kind of getting wild. How do you feel about as we've grown? Do you feel like you have to go do more? Do you feel like you should experience more? Or do you feel like more set in who you are watching these things pass as if they're just part of the picture?
All right. Again, I know it sounds like I'm being boastful and I don't give a shit because I am. I've led a very eventful life.
Valid.
I went out and I did everything I wanted to do. Skydiving. You know, fucking, you name it, I've done it. Like, and I've traveled. I lived in many different states. I like, it got to a point where it was like, if somebody was like, come move here, I left. You know, I lived that lifestyle. I did that. So now at my age, I am sitting there and I'm saying, I don't need the thrill seeking anymore. I did it. So like that part of my life's over. I don't need the hard partying lifestyle. I did it. And it was fun for the time, but it's not fun now. Like I enjoy certain things now in a comfortable way. So now, like I've lost just in the past 8 years, I've lost to mostly cancer, but a lot of different things. About 19 friends. And these are people like I moved along with. And it's actually funny you bring this up because I was thinking about the other day. I was thinking about just one of those weird shower thoughts where you're like, I've met a lot of people in my life. I wonder how many. What's the ratio? How many are still alive versus how many are dead? Ones I'll never know or I've never seen again or anything like that. And my point with that is like the closest one to me. Lenny died last year. My friend since we were sophomore in high school. Miss him. That was the hardest blow. But like there are things I watched, like some of them were actors, like my friend Larry passed away in 2017. And I was watching a movie that he was in the other day. I saw him jump out. And like tear comes to your eye because you're like, Larry, man, it was always good to know you. Like, you know, things like that. And then you think about the other stuff that you've done and like who passed and it really just, it solidifies where I'm at. I don't feel like I made any wrong decisions. Like, I'm not saying I don't regret certain things I did or things like that.
No regrets, bro. Never lived life with regrets. Mistakes, lessons, lots of things. No regrets.
I don't know that I fully subscribe to that. I mean, there are some things that I regret, but there's not anything I would change. Like, I think when you regret something, it's like, man, you know, I really wish I made a different decision at the time, but I'm okay with what the decision I made because it led me here.
Well, that's what you have to be. You have to look at life and go, well, the decisions that I made as some jackass me at whatever age I was,
we're all jackasses, man.
Terrible choice that I made. I mean, I'm still a jackass. I maintain my jackassery.
You got a better head on your shoulder than I do, I think.
Ah, wow, you're fucking. Are you drunk? So
No, you're like well built for life right now. Like you got a really good job. Like you got a kick-ass art collection. It's more than I got.
I mean, well, that's two. So you've
Well,
you
I'm
got
not done. You have a nice wardrobe. You have a good face. You have a
this
good
cutting
face
edge,
about you.
Joyce. Cutting edge.
Cutting edge, Joyce. Cutting edge. No, I'm kidding with you, of course. I mean, I could go on and give you compliments,
Yeah,
but
I know. I'm waiting for it.
you're a good looking guy. There you go. So my point being is like I've lived my life like remember the movie About Time?
Yep.
See, it all comes back to movies, people.
Well,
About
because
Time,
Rachel McAdams
yeah, where he could go back in time.
and Donald Gleason was amazing. And actually, I really think that Billy Nye didn't get enough love for that movie. His role in that as the father, phenomenal.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But like so like that movie, really gives you a lot to think about like going back and like having regrets and stuff like that. For me, I could sit there, I could tell you I regret this, regret that. There's certain things I do regret. One of those things, and it comes now, I regret making you and Billy the best man at my wedding, only because Lenny died.
Yeah,
And I think he should have been.
I get that.
So that's a regret.
Yeah.
But am I mad at myself for
Of
not
course.
having done? No.
No, you're
I'm
pissed
not.
because you didn't get my full speech. I would be pissed. I'd hold
No,
that for the
that's
rest of
not-
my life.
You're reading into this too hard. Don't lean in. I'm telling you, it's just because he didn't have many years after.
Yeah.
So when you look back, it's like, I wish that was a memory he would have had.
But you didn't know.
But you don't know.
You can't know that.
So you can't live in the regret. So my point with this is, having lost all the friends I've had, I look back, I look at life, I get worried. There are things that I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I'm too big, I need to lose the weight. So like we have a new sponsor, and I'm just talking about it now, but we're not. I don't want to get too.
Are we releasing? Are we doing
We're
it?
not
Are you
releasing
doing
yet.
it?
I'm just talking about it from this perspective. Like I'm trying that Noom, which is one of our new sponsors.
Yep.
And I want to try it and I'll get into this at a whole different time, but I don't sell anything that I don't believe in or use myself.
Mhm.
And I have a whole story for that, but I want to tell it now. So
Manscaped.
Noom, I'm going to try with the weight loss and stuff, because I don't want to push a weight loss thing on people who may be having a hard time and it doesn't work,
Mhm.
But I've been doing research and I believe it would. My point being here is there are things that I want to change about myself after seeing friends pass away, because now I realize how precious life is and how fleeting time can be,
Yep.
especially the older I get. That's really where I'm at in today's world. It's
Completely
not,
understandable.
yeah, it's not so much a what would I change or how has it impacted me to do that. It's take care of myself better, because I want to see things in my kids' lives. I want to do things with my wife and my friends. So I want to go on. I want to see the Scene Snobs become successful. So make sure you go to the Patreon.
Thank you all. Thank you all for being a part of that right now, though.
Yeah,
Just,
I love
just
the
for a
Snobs
moment.
Nation.
I really appreciate the Snobs Nation. I love y'all. It means so much when we're able to interact and have those moments. I'm sorry that we've been ranting a lot tonight and we haven't gotten into the comments we would normally do. Check us out on Sundays for Geek Fest Live, which is where we comment heavy. But this really means a lot. And I appreciate that y'all. This is something that Mick and I have loved to do for years, have done for years, and always appreciate being able to share this and enjoy this opportunity with everyone who wants to hang out with us. So thanks a lot for hanging out for the ride, and hopefully we keep going for another 745 years.
Yeah.
If science is supposed to logically match up.
See,
if
that's
not, we've got
what
45 minutes. No questions, 45 minutes.
So like for me, it's that's where it's at. Like I love building meeting new people, building out this community that's like becoming so much fun and to hang out with and do things. I love what we do. This is something I leaned into hard and we go with. So like my days are spent with enjoyment of so much. But no, there isn't like a thing where it's like, with friends who passed away, like, how did it affect you with this? I don't feel that I need to live every day to the fullest, because I am. Now I may not do it in a way that people like. That's it. Like how they. I'm doing air quotes. I don't even know why I'm doing air quotes right now.
No, it's great. Please air quote more.
Air quotes. I don't know if that's like the norm. There you go. It worked.
No, at the same time as you're doing this with one arm, is the other one on your dick? Where's your other hand at? You can't double hand it?
I can double hand it if I want to. I don't want to right now.
It always means more when you double quote.
The norm. There you go.
Attaboy. There it is. Yes.
But I'm enjoying life for what it is. I like the things that I like. I'm working on becoming a boat snob. I want to buy a yacht.
It's gonna be real fucking weird. 32 foot, no less than.
No less than. It's gonna be a rowboat at best. It's gonna be a stolen paddle boat.
If you are not building a fucking Nordic goddamn fucking boat to bring people across the fucking channel. Well, no, the fun part is you get to go between Greenland and Iceland and Newfoundland, which is just fucking weird. And then Ireland, which apparently that entire coast is just rocks. So I'm excited to hear about this. This could be a whole series.
And that's what, and for Ron, who's saying that this is becoming really dark, it all came to the culmination of, I'm going to be burned in my boat.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, we all know that Mick in 27 years is going to be lit on fire in a boat.
27. Very good. 27.
27.
Those air quotes
single hand is fucked up. No one likes single hand.
Let's go back to some of the comments because we are wrapping up.
Let's go talk to everyone here and just tell them how much we fucking love them. Because Steve is here. We got Sturdy. We got Ron. We got Kathleen. We got John.
We got everybody.
We got everybody. Here. Paul's here. We just some of the most radar. I think I could have sworn I saw radar. I love all y'all, and I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and it means the world.
All right, save it for the end.
Just enjoy our time together. We're only like
you've already said it. Nick, seriously, let's redo your bachelor party. I'm literally frozen with ideas, many of which will end with antibiotics.
Well, yeah, it's all the donkey shows. And then there's a different thing after that.
John says, "Ugh, hangovers are the worst as you get older. If I even get too strong of a buzz anymore, I really absolutely trash the next day." Yeah, that's why I smoke weed.
Well, honestly, man, there's nothing worse than the poops. The poops the next day are the worst.
Don't mess around. I only cut loose at horror conventions these days. I don't.
Attaboy, Steve. We hung out with the Fear Fest, which was awesome.
Chris says, my party days are over. I managed to 45 and still have my body parts and a clean record. I quit while I'm ahead. I'm with you, buddy.
Smart man.
Ron says, CRP, Tom Petty did it for me. Really hit me hard and made me feel extremely mortal.
Bro, look, Ron, I'm with you because Tom Petty was one of those that hit me at the same time Prince did. Well, the same way Prince did. When I heard Prince had passed, I had been offered the opportunity to go see a Prince concert, and all I could think of was not getting that experience. The same thing with Tom Petty. This is a dude who's been around, and these men have had this influence over my life for years. And I didn't see them in person and didn't realize I would regret that or miss that until it was past. And I think that's a big life lesson is don't let things pass you by if you think it's important. It's important to you. Go embrace it. Go have fun with it. Go love yourself.
God damn it, people! You broke Casey. Casey's in like sullen mode now.
Just don't hurt each other, man. Everybody have fun. Everyone love each other. Be nice.
All right, let's get back to comedy. We have to entertain. That's what this is about. I have a clean record, but some very strange, unexplained stains on the carpet. I can explain every stain.
Well, 4 of them were because my capillaries were expulsing more iron, so it's a different thing.
Fair. For me, it makes life even more real. Like any day could be the last one. Casey, you are all correct. Losses mean a lot more now, and I'm only taking celebs, not even talking celebs, not even people I really know.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking celebs. Like,
yo, grab the ones who matter. Dina Myers, y'all. Dina Meyer.
Did Dina Myers die?
No, I'm saying before anything terrible happens. Calm your tits.
All right, Jesus, that scared me a little bit.
I scared the shit out of me. Don't fucking vex Dina Meyer.
No, you know what? I'm trying.
We have a terrible thing happening on this show. Let's not talk about her. Let's talk to her.
It's very fair. John Wass says, I don't have regrets. Every mistake that I made led to where I am, and I like my life and who is in it. I'm just glad that I finally outgrew my jackassery.
Exactly.
So
I'm
nice.
happy I survived my jackassery. I didn't outgrow it. I just learned my cost benefit ratio just became like maybe a little more balanced to the middle. Here we go.
Casey, you have a big heart, man. Love and support you always. Show.
Love you, oyster.
Wait, you outgrew your jackassery, John? Then what the hell is this nonsense I live with? That's not the jackassery. You gotta let that go.
No, Kathleen, darling, you have been welcomed to subdued, beautiful human being, John.
You were young. You have to understand. I agree with them. This is me being old and sedate in my middle ages, dear Kathleen. Be thankful that you never personally experienced the horrors of the late 20s and the old arsehole glory. Yeah,
Which was probably great. Look, we have strong arseholes for reasons.
Yeah. I regret nothing. Everything happens when it's supposed to. I don't know that I subscribe to that, but I'm cool if people don't regret their life. But that just means that you guys have a life that you're happy with. There are things that I regret, again, not doing or not saying when I had the chance to, and then you've lost people or this. Like,
I call those mistakes, but they're also possibly happy mistakes. More importantly than what I lost, more importantly, hopefully they moved on. And that's what I always hope for, is whenever a person who I considered a close friend or someone whom I love or cared about or has been a part of my life in some way, shape, or form, I always hope better for them. Because however we came through, even if we met at a point where our lives did not jive well and we were shitty to each other, it does not mean we're shitty people. It means at that moment, in that time, in that mentality, I was a different person and they were different people. And life moves on, and you only want better for the people who touched your life.
All right, here's the deal. Stop saying and this goes out to everybody. Stop saying you have no regrets. Life happened the way. Yes, life did happen the way it was supposed to through the choices you made. Regrets are okay. Regrets are experience that you learn from, and you learn to cope.
Lessons, Mick, they're lessons. It's not about coping through your life. It's about learning to be better.
Are you correcting me, you dick?
Yep, I just did it.
Me about? It's the same shit. Yourself. Your experiences come from your lessons come from your experiences. And all I'm saying is those experiences that you regret or you don't regret or whatever you want to feel are things that you got over and you moved on from. There are people who do regret things because they just can't let go and move on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And they go nowhere.
Yep.
I'm saying I've had regrets, but I've moved on from them. I've done what I've done. I've learned from those past regrets.
Because it's not a regret now, it's a lesson.
Oh, it was a lesson. Oh my God. All right, everybody. I'm just going to end the show.
Love you.
You must have been completely insufferable. How the hell do you have friends at John Wass? Man, we have a husband and wife fighting right in the comments. This is becoming really dark for me. I've read that one already. Damn you, Ron Lippett.
Oh, it's all that Nutty Buddy ice cream.
I want to know what's going to happen between John and Kathleen here. It all came down to me having the only functional car with a job to put gas in it.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with you guys.
We love hanging out with you, brother.
We love our Tuesday night rant sessions.
I love you too, Kat.
I know the feeling, Casey, when DMX passed.
It fucks you up, man. It puts a reality into your mind that you're not ready for. That is what really screws you up when that person, whomever they were for you, when that celebrity who is part of your life passes, it fucks you up because you attached a part of yourself to them. And that's just reality. So it kind of creates this toughness, this you build to that life ends. As much as we want to be immortal, hope we're immortal, think we're immortal, I'm trying to really be immortal. So Adrian Paul, you and I have got to have a battle. That's all there is to it. I can only prove that I am immortal if I fight Adrian Paul. So that is what the Scene Snobs.
Poor Adrian Paul's just going to get sucker punched.
I just want to fucking fight Adrian Paul.
Poor Adrian Paul.
Normally, I want it with swords only.
I only have one regret. I regret my third bridesmaid, but that's only because she decided she wanted nothing to do with me or my life. Been there.
It was nothing as regretful as him in my best man speech.
Casey, you're a better person than me. I don't want better for them. Jesus.
Nah, come on. You always want better for them, Kathleen. I believe in you.
Casey, the life guru.
Please,
I mean,
dear Christ, don't. No, stop. Whatever is happening right now, do not call me a
Let's
life
do it.
guru.
We're
Do
gonna
not
make it
follow.
happen.
No.
I feel like Casey's gonna have shirts that have quotes on them one day. His own quotes in quotations.
Oh, it's all quotations.
I feel like Casey is some sort of Zen master of the internet, trying to teach us to be better human beings.
John, you got the wrong message.
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. Shun the non-believer. Wait, am I the non-believer? Wait, did the cult of Casey turn on me this quickly? Best part of Fear Fest was meeting you guys. Can't wait until our roads cross again, my friends, and they will.
My friend, you are a pleasure, and we absolutely will meet again.
Waiting for the first John Kathleen F-bomb in 3, 2.
They're gonna do it. There's gonna be a day, and it's gotta happen here. That's just all there is to it. There's gotta be a full F-bomb between the two of them. It probably won't. Look,
wait for our next show.
It'll be when Honora hits 14, and all of a sudden one of them would just be like, "I've had enough." I've had enough.
That is merch. Make it happen. Casey's goes. They exist. Nobody buys them.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of stuff that we put
I'm
up
trying.
I thought our Embrace Absurdity shirts would go out like crazy. But we should do a new show called Scene Snobs Couple Counseling.
Scene Snobs, Dongs, and Vag. What's up?
Jesus Christ. It's just going to be dicks and vagina showing up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm prepared for that.
Well, you don't have to be. You just deal with it.
I like how he says, yeah, Sturdy, we know we have to promote them. You know what happens? Nobody I'm wearing them. This show is was supposed to be a product placement. I wore this ironically.
Now, I know you were trying to be the Pepsi can in the fucking terrible movie, but I get it.
Yeah, we went off the rails on this one. It's usually verbal. We try to behave.
Wait a minute. Wait, we went off the rails. Is that abnormal?
Not for the past few weeks, at least.
Bingo.
Got to do pop-ups when you mention it. I understand. You know what? Here's my pop-up. Use this QR code. Go to the website. Go to the merch store and buy.
There's a pop-up. It's a different kind of pop-up. Just give me 5 minutes. We'll make a pop-up.
Get attention. I want to do a paranormal investigation with the Scene Snobs.
Oh my god,
Casey
that would
won't
be
go.
awesome.
Casey won't go.
Oh no, I'll go, but I'm gonna scream the whole time.
I wish we still had that. I still wish we had that video.
I'm just cool as a cucumber. Seem like everything's great, and then you get me in that moment, and I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
He will scream. It will be great.
Oh yeah, no, there's no shrill I won't achieve.
That's true. Chris did get the Embrace Absurdity tank for his for the gym.
Shit, yeah.
And the car decal. Thank you, sir.
Sexy as fuck in the gym. Holler.
I got you. Laugh out loud. I can be that loud person. Don't worry. You can be our hype man. Make it a hover train. No rails necessary.
It's even better that way.
Oh yeah. Listen. It took me entirely too long after being a kid and watching Back to the Future to realize that hover technology didn't actually exist.
Hover technology does exist. It's called magnets.
Yeah, but not like that.
Oh, well, not like that.
Also, don't forget Casey is on Jeff Dwoskin's Classic Conversations next Monday at 6:30 p.m.
That was the wrong one. But it was
close.
Sorry. Yeah, it was close. It was actually the Showboys. Wait, no, that's not it.
No, Horror with Sir Sturdy.
Horror with Sir Sturdy. Yep, nope. Is that it? No.
I'm not
One
sure.
more time. We're going to... I believe in you. Funny science fiction.
I muted him.
You're a... fucking wait to hang out with everyone on Funny Science Fiction where I can actually
let go that one.
I get to go have a blast and go hang out as opposed to dealing with this fucking guy.
Listen, Just having some fun, man.
I fucking love you. God damn it, Nick.
Oh my god.
We're doing funny science fiction, but we're doing our tabletop Star Wars RPG, which I've been having a blast with. So please check it out. It's a lot of fun. I get to hang out with Kathleen and John as our game master. So our Snobs Nation rockin' strong.
Wait, did you? I think you promoted the wrong thing. They don't call it that anymore.
Oh shit! It's not funny science fiction.
Yeah, it's the Scene Snobs. I mean, it's
so close.
No, I think it's FSF Popcast.
Popcast. It's the FSF Popcast. That's what it is. Not the podcast.
Popcast.
Check it out. Be cool.
So anyway, we've done enough promoting. Let's promote us. Here we go. Because we're winding down. Tomorrow, you got a very special episode. If you're on the Patreon, you've had it for the past 2 days, and that is our interview with Will Wheaton. That is right, everybody. We got to sit down with Will Wheaton. We sat down with him for like an hour and a half, too. It was a lot of fun.
It was fucking Wesley Crusher. Like, I legitimately, okay, you and I had the conversation leading up to speaking to Will Wheaton. So excited. And the moment he popped on screen, you said the words, "Oh, I think he's here." And I clammed up. Everything I wanted to say, the way I wanted to espouse and be so excited about him. It's a very fun and uncomfortable interview. If you want to see me just geek out so hard that it was uncomfortable, I'm pretty sure I actually pooped uncomfortably for the last 3 days because of this. But it was worth it because Will Wheaton is rad as shit. And what a fantastic human, and had a blast. I mean, really good conversation. Just a nice guy. And honestly, there's something really cool to seeing someone who is going back to what they went through with writing, Just a Geek.
Yeah.
In 2004. And then coming forward with Still Just a Geek, where he actually annotates and changed his life. You get to see someone grow, and we all grow. And that's the whole point of life. It's not we're going to be the fucking same as when we were 15. We grow. And that was the joy, was having a conversation about growth and also seeing how far I've come, once again, not just through the eyes of someone who was Gordy LaChance, Wesley Crusher, all of these characters that I immediately associated with as a child, but then to see the growth as a human and adult coming into the new world that we're into. It was pretty rad. So really appreciated that.
It was a lot of fun. It was a great conversation. We talked about a ton of stuff. And yeah, we had such a great time. Will Wheaton was fantastic at Rent-A-Pal. We talked about that a little bit.
Yep.
And actually, our Patreon, we have another really big guest coming on that we're going to interview tomorrow.
Oh, so excited.
Don't tell anybody yet. That's a secret for now. It will be out early, exclusive on our Patreon sometime next week. And we will be, we are accepting from patron members. If you want to ask him any questions, we will add it to our interview. And that is something we offer, like we did with Will Wheaton. Casey slammed up. Oh, I need to see this. Clammed up doesn't need to see this one.
Yeah.
I can only say his name the way Stewie does.
Oh, yes. Oh, Will Wheaton. Oh, Will Wheaton. Oh, Will Wheaton. Dude, Chris, I wanted to so bad. And the fact that I didn't, because I was clammed up in every way. And also there's a respect level there of realizing that he's kind of gone through some shit. Yeah. So like, wow, the things that we joked about and scoffed at were like way more meaningful than maybe I thought about.
Definitely. But he was a good sport. We had a really good time.
He was phenomenal.
So that will be out. I got a lot more to talk about. Shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Check out the whole interview tomorrow. Casey did a great job with it. And yeah, so that will be out on our YouTube channel to watch or listen anytime on any podcast platform because it's the Scene Snobs Podcast. Next up, Casey and I have an all-new episode of Plot Roast. If you don't know what Plot Roast is, we're doing Masters of the Universe this week. You can check out the full version over exclusively on our Patreon, or you will get an abridged cut version on our YouTube channel in the upcoming weeks. But make sure that if you want to check out the whole thing, join our Patreon. It's a lot of fun. You can also pick movies to be shown. So Masters of the Universe is coming up. And we have another really big thing coming on.
Well, I'm really excited. So we chose Master of the Universe because after dealing with some of the other movies that you people have chosen,
You ain't
we
wrong,
love
man.
you. We love you. Please stop choosing terrible movies for us to
Just
watch. Just give us something that's fun.
We
like
will
Sweet
make
Christmas.
pick the Breakfast Club. We'll pick that shit apart, and it will
Man,
be hysterical.
seriously, this is why we're doing Master of the Universe. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Ever since 1992, it has been embedded in my soul as one of my top movies. And I really love the fact that this movie is awful. So I want to destroy this movie, but I love it. So, as Patreon members, quick guidelines. Please, we beg, we hope to be able to destroy the movies that you love. Give us the ones you really like. Give us the ones that mean something to you. Maybe the ones that you watch and don't even know why it means something to you. Let us destroy it. It's a lot more fun.
But I'm going to tell you this right now. Also, I agree with Casey on that. But like, it's going to be inevitable that we're going to have bad movies chosen.
Blood Lake.
It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But here's the thing: the ratio needs to be, if you're going to give us a bad movie, you have to at least give us 2 movies that aren't that horrible.
That's better.
At least that gives us something. Anything 80s Dolph is a winner,
right?
You're
I'll watch
Patreon.
The Punisher. Let's do The Punisher.
Chris, you're a Patreon. You need to pick a movie for us to watch.
Looking at you, Chris.
All right. So on the 22nd, we are having another Fundathon, Casters for a Cause, 12-hour Fundathon for charity. This is going to start at 12 p.m. Eastern. That is, of course, noon to midnight. We'll be doing this 12-hour Fundathon. We're getting it together. We need podcasters, comedians, musicians, entertainers of all kinds to come out, help us out. We're going to do it for 2 good causes. One is going to be the World Kitchen, which Chef Andres does, and he feeds so many people. He's amazing. He's been featured on 60 Minutes and things like that. We're also going to be doing for Sandy Hook Promise, which is the parents of the Sandy Hook shooting, put this together to help try and stop school shootings. And with everything going on and all the mass shootings lately, we thought this is a good organization to try and raise some funds for. So please tell everybody, spread the word. Please put it out there. We really appreciate it. So Casters for a Cause. We will be doing more and more as we go along. So pay attention to that. July, and make sure you're watching July 22nd. We're going to have a great time. They always are a lot of fun. So yeah.
Super excited for that, by the way. Sorry, I swallowed hard. That is one of the shows. Yeah, I held it real tight, but that was brutal. So
I was wondering what happened with that.
Yeah, sorry. So super excited for that 12-hour show. We do fundathons here, and I think there is something very important to the fundathon, because we're just trying to bring you guys, to anyone who listens to us, a little bit of clarity, a little bit of brevity, a little bit of happiness, a little bit of joy. The simple fact is, we're both taken care of. We can handle our lives. Life is what it is between us. If it could mean more for us to put our efforts elsewhere and to help others, why wouldn't we? And there's a lot of need right now. So what we're looking to do is to put together some really fun entertainment and hopefully raise some money to a real purpose and cause that will help other people who have it way worse than us. So we always appreciate it, and we always thank you for spending time with us. And if you're willing to give us 12 hours of your undivided attention, because obviously, why wouldn't you? It would mean the world. So we really appreciate it. And thank you. If you can help, if you can join, if you can hang, if you can even tune in for a little bit, we'd appreciate it. And it means a lot. So thank you for always pushing us, as the Scene Snobs hope to push you to something a little bit better.
God damn you, Sturdy. Thank you. We love you. But I agree with Casey. A lot of fun. We have a lot of stuff coming up. We have our Thor review coming out. I'm doing a very special review on an episode of Sesame Street as a request from Nick. Thank you, Nick, for sending it to me. So I will be doing that. I'll be seeing Thor Thursday very early, so I will try and get a review done for that day.
I mean, it's Thor, bro. It's yours. Thor is yours.
Yeah,
as much as I was a fan of as a kid, I love Thor, but it's not the way you love Thor, because you kind of are Thor-ish.
That's fair. That's very fair.
As you get
See, and
older,
you
you
would-
get more Thor-ish in the knees and the hips and the back. I get it.
You would think that Europe would have learned from Thor and just made everything bigger so I could visit, but whatever.
They're a little bit behind. You know what? They're showing that medieval mindset. You'll get there.
That's fair. All right, guys, as you know, we are wrapping up, so I just want to say thank you, guys. Remember to go check out the Patreon, the Discord, the Snobs Nation Facebook group. Just join up, hang out with us, follow us on social media, do the whole 9 yards. Go to thescenesnobs.com where we have links to there and more. Hang it and check out our link tree where everything is, and yeah, everything's in the description. So I will talk to you guys later. Casey, you want to take it away?
I appreciate you as always, and thank you so much, my great friend Nick. Such a wonderful friend. I appreciate you. I love you, Mick. This is what we do Tuesday nights. I hope that we were able to bring you all a little bit of joy and a little bit of excitement here, and you got to have a fun time on a Tuesday or whenever you happen to be watching this and catching up. So it's been a pleasure. I hope you found some joy in this hour. I know we found some joy in this hour. I definitely found lots of joy. Maybe Mick found a little less joy, but that's okay. We're not worried about him. We're worried about you. We love and appreciate you. Make sure to take care of yourself and be kind to each other. Night, y'all.
As always, can't say it better myself, so I would just say stay tuned and stay geeky.
Love you, Len.
Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. I'm the Scene Snob, Mick Manhattan. You can check out the Scene Snobs Podcast live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel or all podcast platforms afterwards. Also on our YouTube channel, you can check out great shows like Real Combat, the ultimate debate show for movie lovers, mixed movie picks with new recommendations every week, Geek Fest live every Sunday night, and new movie reviews and news all the time. Like and subscribe, then hit the notification bell so you know when all of our new episodes drop. Thank you so much to all of our amazing Patreon supporters, with whom this would not be possible. They help keep the lights on and support us in such big ways. If you would like to become a supporter on our Patreon and take advantage of all the perks like monthly giveaways, early access, and so much more, head on over to the Scene Snobs Patreon page and just sign up on one of our 2 tiers. Join our awesome community of geeks, movie lovers, and so much more, and join up on our Discord. The Scene Snobs Discord is now live, and you can head over to thescenesnobs.com for links to there and more. The Scene Snobs merch store is now open with original fun designs that are available on all different types of merch and apparel. Check out thescenesnobsmerch.com. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to all of our social media accounts like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and so many more. We have fun updates, topics, we talk about collectibles, and so much more on there. It's a great time. You can find all of our links to everything on thescenesnobs.com or on our link tree, which are down in the descriptions below. Thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned and stay geeky.
Woo! What a fucking party! Love you!